Good morning, everyone. This is Recie Myers on this Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday morning. And I thought I would brave it this morning and maybe walk a couple blocks away from my house. This way, I'm not walking in one constant. So I walked over here, and I'm just sitting by the park. And I thought I'll do my live and then be able to go on back. Roland usually comes with me, but he said he wanted to sleep in. And that's okay. When you're retired, you can do that. Anyway, I'm not quite sure what time. I think that maybe I started a little early. But today, the temperature is about 46 degrees. The sky is clear. The sun is up, even though it kind of gets up a little late. Good morning, Michelle. It's Michelle or Michelle. I see the accent on the end. Good morning. I can wave to you. And you know, the leaves on the trees are turning the colors, which is what I've been waiting for. Anyway, this morning, good morning, Derek. Good morning. Tell your mom I said hello. Maybe I'll have to give her a call sometime. Hey, Roland. I'm sitting over here at the park by Maymont, just resting a little bit before I head on back. But anyway, this morning I'm just going to talk a little bit about setting goals. You know, we all have choices, and we have the choice to either make a living or design a life. I kind of like how that sounds, design a life. Make a living or design a life. Here are two quotes that I got from Jim Rohn, for those of you who've been following me. He says, it's easy to let life deteriorate into making a living or designing a life. He says it's also easy to get trapped by economic necessity and settle for existence. Ooh, I really hate the sound of that, settling just for existence. Good morning, Cousin Jay. Good morning, Cousin Jay. Yes, glad that you can join me this morning. I'm just talking about setting goals and why it's so important. Well, he says, if we all knew the reason for things, we can have an awesome, powerful life. You know, reasons make a difference in how our lives turn out. And if you don't have a reason, people just live, just exist. And that is so boring. Having reasons can seriously, totally alter your life. And I'm just going to share some reasons why people want to do well. You know, some people want to do well for personal reasons. Maybe they just love the joy and the pleasure of consistently winning. Some people just love the satisfaction, or they want the recognition, or they want the respect. Good morning, Yvette. Glad that you can join me. Yes, but life is a journey, and you can have all those things. If you want to do well for personal reasons, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, some people want to do well in their lives for family. You know, they would prefer to do well for someone else rather than themselves. There are things that they would do for others than they would do for themselves, and that's how humans are designed. We are designed to affect each other's lives. And then Jim talked about the nitty gritty. This is just little things, little pleasures. He talked about walking around with an empty wallet and something that he wanted. And I know that has happened to me. I'm sure that has happened to you. You know, maybe somebody needed something and you want to help, and you look in your bank account and you say, oh, I really don't have it. And you want to help, but according to him, he said he would make up some story because it sounded so bad, and he didn't want anyone to know he couldn't afford it. So that led him to telling lies. I don't know if that ever happened to you, but you may kind of stretch the truth a little bit. So, you know, nitty-gritty little things. Being tired of bill collectors calling you. Maybe tired of having an empty wallet or purse or bank account. Good morning, Cora. Good morning. So people want to do well for a number of different reasons. Um, he says, here's his question. What is it that turns you on, that makes you get up early in the morning or stay up late at night or push yourself all through the day? What is it that does that? Well, just as there are people who do this every day, but they don't really exactly know, you need to write it down. What drives you? And just like something drives you, there's some people who just are fed up with it all. Something has turned them off, and they're not motivated to do anything. Well, if you're in that category, write that down. What has turned you off? And there's a reason for that too. Write it down. If you have a reason, I mean, not just one, there could be several reasons. Write them down, because guess what? They can turn into your goals. And yeah, okay, so that's part of making a plan for your life. You plan it out. And he talked about 3 categories. We have the economic category, your business, profits, income, the things that you want in life. So this is part of planning. And then you have a column for things. It could be big things, great things, small things. You don't have to have a separate category. Whatever things it is, just list them. And then, of course, there's another category, which is personal development. And if you remember, he said that your income doesn't fall far from your personal development. That's a big area, and there's a lot that we can work on improving in our lives. Because once your personal development is set, then it's not hard to be able to demand the type of income, to be able to speak, to be a leader. There are goals in that, personal goals that you want to achieve in life. And he says, when you write it down, it shows that you are serious. And then you get to check it off, as you accomplish those goals. And for the big things, the big goals that you've accomplished, you need to celebrate those. And also, for the pain, there should be some kind of consequence to keep you staying focused on the path of what's going to fulfill you. All right, he says, when you've done that, it changes your entire life, down to your very handshake. When you shake someone's hand, it's not that limp handshake that where your hand just slides out. It's a nice firm handshake. It changes the way you walk, the way you talk. You have command of you, and it's a shame you see people just kind of loitering around, outside of a store, and they're just like molten lava, just going with the flow wherever the wind blows. We should not let ourselves get down to that category. Good morning, Robert. Good morning. Glad that you can join me. Oh, do me a favor. If you're tuning in for the first time, or if not, just tell me where you're tuning in from. And also, if you're catching the replay, right, #replay. He says that we need to write down our goals. We have long-term goals and short-term goals. Our long-term goals are our dreams. You need to have dreams for the future, dreams of what you want, dreams of what you see yourself doing, dreams of being able to help people. And those long-term goals are like maybe in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and 40 years, the rest of your life. And then we have the short-term goals, things that like next week, maybe even this week by Friday, or next month, or some things that you want to do this year. Having those dreams, they keep us alive. People who don't have dreams for the future, they die. They just die. And that saying in the Bible, the lack of knowledge, the people perish. We need to keep those dreams alive and visit them. Dreams of enterprise, dreams of travel, dreams of things that you love. Good morning, Sips. Glad that you can join me this morning. I'm sorry, let's see if I didn't miss anybody. Good morning, Teresa. Teresa, good morning. Did I make? Yes. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for the love and the hearts too. Let me say wave to you. So, in life, we need to set goals. The goals that we set for ourselves, they help us move forward and not let us settle in a mundane life of just existing. So, somewhere in the description, I do have a link to eliminating debt. And at this link, this is where you can have a debt analysis, a debt and savings analysis done. And this is the way that you can pay off high interest debt in half the time or even less than that. So if that is something that you want to, one of your goals, to eliminate the debt so that you are free to do some of the things that really excite you and want to make you move forward in life, that might be something that you can check out. All right, let's see, I missed somebody here. Yes, so just to recap what I talked about, having a reason for what you want helps you to focus your life, helps to guide you. Write those reasons down, write those goals down, because having a goal, something that you would revisit, helps you to move forward in life. I have some of the notes there, but that's what I have for you. I didn't want to stay out here too long. It's 46 degrees, and I do want to walk back. I thank you for joining me. Usually it's my husband Roland and me that we'll come out and do a live together every day, Monday through Friday. But he's with me. He's with me in spirit, and I see him on there. Thank you, Roland. I'm glad you still joined me. Robert, I can wave to you. So I'm going to head on back. I'm moving still slowly, but, you know, I don't want these muscles to seize up. I want them to get flexible so I can, you know, anyway, let me just go on because it's getting cold out here. So thank you for joining me this morning. Remember to set goals for yourself. Write them down and visit them often. All right, and I will see you again tomorrow on Thursday. Have a great day. Bye now.